And I'm Jesse Hurlbert.
Welcome to Arthropod Adventures.
This is Season 4,
Episode 1, The Buzzing Beetle.
Today's arthropods can be found bumbling around in the sky, or more likely a little bit lower, possibly munching on a piece of overripe fruit, as an adult at least. It makes a distinctive buzz when it flies. But Charlie, it's not a bumblebee. Now what's your famous line? Can
You guess what it is!
Well, Charlie, we're back for Season 4. And how old are you now?
6.
You're 6. Wow, you're getting old. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you ready to get into today?
Yes.
All right, go ahead. Charlie's going to try reading a lot more of the script this time around.
Today's episode brings us to the world
Of the bumble flower beetle. Now,
This is a
species
species
that we actually have as a pet, Charlie. It's actually downstairs in a diapause in really close to us here in the basement.
I hope it doesn't bite us.
Now, it's made a great addition to our personal zoo that we keep on collecting, right, with all of our beetles and isopods. So these animals we use them as class pets in my classroom, right? But we also do use them as ambassador animals, right? We do little shows.
My brother likes to hold them, but he likes the feeling of it.
Yes.
He likes to laugh and scream because he likes it, but it's scary for him.
Now, we actually use them as ambassador animals, too. Like, do you remember in August when we went and did the talk at the Nature Center?
Yes.
Right? So we use these animals to educate other people so that they're not afraid of arthropods.
We bring them so people can see them
Mm-hmm.
and imagine what one. So Papa found
I don't know where you're going with this. What did I find yesterday? Oh, we found a wheel bug yesterday.
Found a wheel bug.
That was a cool one.
Live only in the picture.
Yeah.
He was so excited he even dropped his bucket and shovel.
That's right, I sure did. Now, Charlie, today's episode is actually dedicated to somebody. It's dedicated to the amazing human beings at Leg and Leaf. We've gotten many things from them before, and if you've never checked them out before, they're a wonderful company. They sell captive bred arthropods and botanical curiosities. We have purchased a few different things from them, from carnivorous plants to these actual beetles that we're talking about today. We have several pairs of these bumble flower beetles on diapause that we got from them. Now, if you're in the market for the coolest plants and animals around, this is the place for you. You can check out their website, legandleaf.com, or head over to their Instagram to see the amazing work that they are doing at Leg and Leaf. Their website was also an amazing resource for today's episode because they have done some tremendous work with this beetle. So, Charlie, the scientific name for our bumble flower beetle is Euphoria inda. Want to try that one?
Euphoria inda.
Euphoria inda. The genus of this beetle, Euphoria, comes from the Greek word eu, meaning good or well, and for, meaning to carry or bear. I read that together. These two words translate to feeling good or healthy. And the species name inda, it appears at least to refer to the word Indian as far as it goes into some plant. Now, in a strange twist, Charlie, this is the first time here, this was not the original name given to this beetle. When it was first described by the taxonomy legend, Carl Linnaeus himself, Charlie, Carl Linnaeus himself, he called it a Scarabus indus. Apparently, back in his day, the 1700s that is, the genus Scarabus was a much broader designation, and it wasn't until further scientific work was done that the genus Euphoria was created. This genus contains all the beetles that we now call fruit
fruits or
flower
comes.
chafers. Whew. Now that was a whirlwind, right?
So let's get back to the
Beetle
beetle
itself.
I will
Attempt
to
describe
this
adorable friend.
They are small, and I mean small. The organisms,
The ones we have
that we have sit
nicely
on the
tip
of my
finger.
finger.
Now, Charlie, I'm serious. They're pretty small, right? And the cool thing about actually having one of these, I think it's maybe the first time we've done a podcast about one of our own arthropods, is that I got to take it out and measure it before they went into diapause. And the biggest one we had was about 1.5 centimeters. And I remember getting them in the mail from Leg and Leaf and thinking these are so much smaller than I thought they were. But they are the cutest things that I've ever seen. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to keep going?
They have
an
oval body that is
covered
in
various
shades of brown.
Yeah. They're elytras, Charlie. That's the hard covering on the outside of their wings, which is what we'll talk about later, are a lighter shade of brown. Think about like a tan in color. It's then mottled. It's a funny word, right? It's kind of like little specks with a much darker brown that kind of mixes in with there. Now their pronotum is a part that covers their thorax.
Oh,
yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's funny, right? And it's also different shades of brown. I will say that ours are a little darker than their elytras, the pronotum. But I've seen some in pictures that are a little bit lighter in colors, and each one of ours looks a little different. Now, Charlie, these are also very
furry little creatures.
And they are like tiny, cuddly.
Yeah, they are.
Teddy beetles, not teddy bears.
I know. I have a little stuffy beetle, and I usually bring it for sleepovers, but not really often because I don't really have sleepovers very often.
Okay. Now, Charlie, they are cuddly, and these hairs are lightly colored, and they honestly kind of puff out as if, from different spots on each individual beetle. And tons I've noticed pop out of their dark brown legs and the sides of their abdomen. It's kind of like
a shell leg for a tortoise or a turtle.
Kind of like what that is. It kind of, to me, kind of looks like it's a scarecrow and all the hay is sticking out. Now, for a bunch that I have seen, the hairs can cover the pronotum and the head of the beetle too, but ours are not as hairy there.
Yeah, because we don't buy them.
I mean, we just got whatever those wonderful humans gave us, and they're awesome.
And we're lucky to have them.
We are lucky to have them. We're lucky to know.
We're grateful to have them, even though if we don't like them, but we do.
We do, right? And we're grateful to know such great beetle people.
To have them.
Now, in the larval stage of the beetle, they're pretty much what you would think of when I say the word grub. A C-shaped, extra thick pasta noodle. They're white or more translucent in color to start, and then, get a little darker depending on what stage they're in. Their head is much darker in color compared to their body, more of a reddish brown. And they also have
6 little legs they
use
to
scurry through
the dirt.
Good job.
Like a lot of
Other beetles
they
spend
a
good
part of their
life
in the
larval stage, right? So they spend a good most of their life as a larva, and they won't spend too long as an adult. But honestly, it's been pretty good. I've had them for We've had them for a couple months, and they'll overwinter and hopefully lay eggs for us.
So we can check out them and tell you what they look like, and maybe we'll even take a picture and send it.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to quote the amazing people at Leg and Leaf here about the larval phases. They have 3 distinct parts, and I quote, larvae have 3 distinct larval phases or instars separated by molts where their head capsule will noticeably change. L1, larval phase 1, lasts roughly 1 week after hatching. L2 lasts about 1.5 weeks, and L3 typically lasts 2 to 3 months before pupation. End quote. And this information came right from their website and from their work in trying to captively breed this species. Lengths and time at the instars can vary depending on conditions and whether or not it was wild or captive bred and what you're doing it with. Now, during this time in their life, they feed on dead organic material, Charlie. Decaying wood and leaf litter, which is what we use for ours. And when they're ready to pupate, they create a special cell. Cell.
It is
round in shape,
clear,
and
keeps their body safe
as
it
reaches
its
adult
state.
Right? Now, the adults lay their eggs in the early part of the spring, which is hopefully, fingers crossed, what will happen for ours. And the grubs will feed until summer, when they will have pupated and emerge as adults. During this part of their life, Charlie, they will stay active for a while until early fall, and around this time, which is when I put ours in the diapause. And they will, in the wild, they'll find somewhere safe to overwinter down under some leaves and dirt. And the adults are pollinators, Charlie. Do you know what pollinators are? Hey, that was a question for you. Do you know what a pollinator is?
Oh, it's a bee that takes the icky stuff from the flower to eat.
Kind of, yeah, right? And it's not just bees. There's lots of animals that are pollinators, like this.
Beetle.
Yeah. Now, in any of their stages, they cause no problems to humans and should be appreciated for all their glory. Now, Charlie, we're going to leave people with maybe 2 interesting things about the bumble flower beetle. The first is their ability to play dead. You know our blue beetles? The death feigning beetles that are good at flipping over and playing dead?
And,
Now, this bumble flower beetle rivals that. They don't flip over, they don't stick their legs out, but they just lay there.
Just like this.
Yep, just like that. And I'm constantly checking on them just to make sure they're still alive, and they hold this legs tucked in, head down pose forever. Way better than the blue death feigning beetles. Now, and what?
I like arthropods because I like crabs and like beetles because I like to hold them and I like to look at them a lot.
Yeah. Now, Charlie, we've got one more fact. This has to do with their flying. Now, when you think about most beetles flying, you probably think of their elytras opening and the wings expanding out. This is not the case for our featured beetle. For the bumble flower beetle, their elytras remain closed during flight. This results in this buzzing sound, similar to that of a bumblebee. And it's really cool and interesting to watch. So the next time you hear a buzzing around a flower, don't just shrug it off as some old bee.
Because it's you like to look at it, but maybe some people don't like them, but we like them a lot.
That's right.
I love them.
And you want to take
a lot.
That's right. And now you might want to take a closer look because it could be the bumble flower beetle. And I want to give one last huge thank you to Leg and Leaf for these incredible beetles and for being a valuable resource for this episode. So be sure to check out their website and Instagram information.
Jesse Hurlbert.
And Charlie Hurlbert. That's you, right?
And Jude Hurlbert.
And Jude Hurlbert. Right? Maybe they'll all join us on one episode.
Yeah, because they never joined us. This is just me.
Say thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode, right, Charlie?
Yeah.
If you have an arthropod you would love to hear about, want to tell us what you think about the show, or found one of our mistakes, send us an email at arthropodadventurespodcast@gmail.com. And you can find us on Instagram at arthropod_adventures_podcast and follow us there. And thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening. Never stop learning. Show your show notes and never stop learning.
Stay inquisitive.
And never stop learning.
And always check out the show notes. You're right.